I want to bring the point up that Samson Adewale Adebisi, my love scammer, Nigerian Yoruba, I haven't had any contact with him besides him calling me or texting me from unknown numbers and sending me copies of information that he took from my phone without my knowledge. While I was in perfect trust as a wife in the marriage, Samson had access to my phone. Apparently, he would go through my phone, and when I'm sleeping in perfect trust in my marital bed in my home, thinking I'm safe with my husband, he would go through my phone and take information out of my phone.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Benita. Before we go into this video, I would like to say this on behalf of Nigerians. If you're in Europe or any other country and you have been scammed, or you know people that have been scammed, or you hear stories of scam, please, on behalf of Nigerians, I want to say that we condemn these scam activities. There are still some good Nigerians, I don't understand why some of us do these things, and to some of the Nigerians out there that think that scamming people of their hard-earned money is a good thing, please think again. Please think again, especially those ones that scam old women, old men, and, somebody's life savings, insurance, and all of that. You guys should think again, please. In today's video, we're going to, listen to a woman talk about or expose her so-called Nigerian husband that got married to her, and then she thought she was married to a good person, not knowing that this guy was just waiting for the right time to run away with her money. So I don't want to talk too much about it. I'm going to play the video right now. We're going to listen to it and then drop our thoughts in the comment section below.
Hey, y'all, good morning. I want to bring the point up that Samson Adewale Adebisi, my love scammer, Nigerian Yoruba, soon-to-be ex-husband, has I haven't had any contact with him besides him calling me or texting me from unknown numbers and sending me copies of information that he took from my phone without my knowledge. While I was in perfect trust as a wife in the marriage, Samson had access to my phone. And apparently he would go through my phone, and when I'm sleeping in perfect trust in my marital bed in my home, thinking I'm safe with my husband, he would go through my phone and take information out of my phone, old pictures, a copy of my electronic signatures, from documents, personal information that was in my phone, for what he used, I believe, to have identification in order to file in some sort of victim status for a green card here in the United States, and also possibly to do anything else, with my personal information. In terms of doing any type of scammer activities, I do not know. However, my contention to him, because he spoke with, I think, someone, that wanted to come up on my live yesterday. But number one, we ran out of time. And then number two, no one will be given a platform to speak for him. If he wants to speak himself, he needs to come up and he needs to address everyone himself. No one is going to, speak for him on my platform and spew any sort of nonsense or evil or lies that he wants to say. If he wants to speak to me and he wants to have his position known, then he needs to meet me at the police station. At this point, there is no speaking on TikTok Live. This is not going to get resolution to this matter. If he believes himself to be innocent, if he believes that he wants to express to y'all that he did not steal my money and he's not a love scammer, then he needs to report to the police station where I have filed a charge and to speak with the police detectives there. That's point blank and simple, right? And in terms of the land purchase in Nigeria, in terms of the house purchase in Nigeria, Samson needs to present, if he's not a scammer, and he needs to present how did he earn that particular money to buy a house and land in Nigeria. He needs to present who purchased the land and the house in Nigeria for him. He needs to present financial records for how the money was transferred from America to Nigeria in order to purchase the land and the house in Nigeria. And he needs to provide the name of the person that purchased the house and the land in Nigeria. If Samson is in America, that means somebody had to do the transaction and perform the transaction in Nigeria in order to purchase that land and the house in Nigeria. So he needs to present that information. He's saying everything but presenting financial information from any transactions done by him in the United States to Nigeria. And also the money that was given to him within the marriage that was scammed from me to purchase land in Nigeria, that the consensus was we were going to build the dream home, the family home in Nigeria, that I presented on my page, proof that I Zelled and Cash Apped him funds for. If you're not a love scammer, if you weren't scamming me and we're no longer together, we are in the process of getting divorced, then that money should be returned to me. Several people have reached out to Samson on my behalf to tell him, hey, well, at the very least, separate from the money that she's alleging that was stolen, the money that there's actually proof of that can be acknowledged by you that she did give you for the purchase of the land in Nigeria for you to build the home and build the dream home in Nigeria, that should be returned to her if y'all no longer together. He sent a laughing emoji to the individual that was reaching out to him to inquire about that. So that's my question to you, Samson. Again, if all my allegations against you are untrue, then why have you not returned to me the money for the purchase of land in Nigeria that was supposed to be to build the dream home, so that when we traveled to Nigeria, we would have a family home of our own, so that when I did IVF to have the baby in Nigeria, and then when we were supposed to travel to Nigeria in order to adopt children, we would have our own home there. So where's my money for that I gave you, Samson? So again, these are things that I'm telling you, he's trying to play the Nigerian card and appeal to, media in Nigeria and appeal to, the Nigerian men and act as if in some way he's trying to build a case against me to say I did something to him, chased him out the house or did something else. I did nothing to Samson Adewale Adebisi but be a good, true wife to him. And you guys can see from the evidence that I have presented, all I did was make sure my husband was comfortable in terms of financially for the dreams that we were hoping to build together, and that he was in a comfortable environment. He was living with my family. So in all ways, Samson was treated kindly with goodness and his family. He turned out to be the snake, and that ended up betraying everyone in my life, including myself. So again, I simply want what's mine returned back to me. So at the very least, the money that's stolen, if I have to pursue whatever avenue to get that, that's fine. But if he's telling y'all, the public, that he's not a love scammer, if he's telling y'all that he's, a wronged husband or whatever his, motives are for anything he's done, then tell him to return my money that was given to him for the land. You guys can see within my post on my page all the money that was given to him for the purchase of the land in Nigeria during the course of the marriage. So if he's trying to say on his end, all he did was just be a cheater and an adulterer, and that's it, it's just the marriage ended because of that reason, then he should be returning my money to me for the land purchase in Nigeria.
Wow. That was a lot. That was a lot. And honestly, it doesn't speak well of our country. That money was supposed to be for her IVF and the dream house they wanted to build when they relocate back to Nigeria, and their adoption and all of that. And in a second, everything was wiped out. And then from what I heard, the guy is claiming that he's not a love scammer. He's trying to jump on TikTok. It's a lot. It's just a lot. Please, Nigerian guys, I beg, let's just stop. Because these people are actually human beings, Some people go, because of this kind of thing can cause hypertension, actually. So please.
I will not be silenced about what happened to me and what Samson Adewale Adebisi did to me. I will continue to tell my story, and in telling my story, hopefully convince other victims to come forward and to share their stories as well. The most important thing that I need everyone following my page that are women to know is that you don't have to be a wife to be a victim of a love scam. And if you feel in any way that you have ever been victimized, no matter what point it is, by someone that has love scammed you in a particular way, you have to report it. The most important thing we have to do is start reporting this information to USCIS, to immigration, to ICE, and to the government, so they can start profiling these individuals and placing notices in their immigration files, So then when they do seek to get a green card status, these individuals can be investigated. And if they are in fact committing crimes in America in terms of love scam activities, they can be deported back to Nigeria. These Nigerian citizens that come over to America on a visitor visa or on a student visa, they're a guest here in America. And if they are hurting women, children, and families in love scam activities, then our government can and will deport them out of our country if necessary to protect us. But we have to report when these individual instances happen. So many women sit in shame and in silence, just heartbrokenness and just defeat right when this happens, often because they don't have the financial means to legally try to get representation to fight these individuals for what they have done to them and the crimes that has been committed within the love scam against them. So it's so very important, women, that we report, that we let our government know what's happening to us, and that we let them know the names, right? We need to give them their names. That needs to be a new hashtag. Give them their names. You need to give the government these individual Nigerian scammers names that you have been in relationships with or that you have been love scammed by, and tell what has happened to you. No more shame. That's what I say. Give them their names and no more shame. That's going to be the new hashtags, I feel like, for the movement to stop this. We've been systematically targeted as Black women because they see us as naive, as foolish, and as vulnerable, the most vulnerable in American society, right? Because nobody truly steps up to protect us. And so they, in fact, you know, are purposely targeting Black women even to subject to these love scam, romance scams. So I just wanted to kind of give y'all some more information. And again, I'll share more. But please start reporting. That's the number one thing we have to. We start having to start reporting to the FBI, to Interpol, to the EFCC in Nigeria, to ICE, to immigration here, to if you have to write the White House even. There's emails available all online to give you information of where you can send an anonymous tip. Or you can even give your name and you can share what your experience is. UCIS is always willing to hear from anybody about any sort of love scam or scammer activities by these individuals that are guests here in America, because this is not their home. This is our home. And so we're not going to be victimized in our own home anymore, Black women. We're going to fight back against these scammers. And how you do that is you call them by their name. You report. That is how you fight back.
Guys, I really don't know what to say. At what point do you think women should, American women or, you know, women that stay out of this continent, at what point do you think they should understand that they're being scammed? Because anybody can be scammed. Even over here, we are scammed, emotionally scammed and all of that. But it's very rampant in America, in European countries. But I want to understand at what point those women should understand that, okay, this might be a scam. Because from this woman's explanation, they are married. So it's not even a phone stuff or a online dating stuff. They are literally married. And she did not know that she was being scammed until the guy wiped her money. So what do you guys think? I would like to hear from you in the comment section. At what point do you think women should be careful? What signs do you think women should look out for to be sure that the relationship they are in is not a scam? I'd like to hear from you guys in the comment section. This story is a lot, but please, guys, let's be careful out there. My name is Benita. If you're not subscribed to my channel, I don't know what you're waiting for. Please subscribe, like this video, leave a comment, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.